Bernie and Sid, happy 1 year anniversary.
1 year?
Are you guys sick of each other yet?
Nah, they can't be. They love each other. They're both what? Funny, smart,
charming, charismatic, handsome.
bald.
Bald. Very important.
Bald is good. Bald is beautiful. We love you, Bernie and Sid. Mwah. Happy 1 year anniversary. And you too, Jill.
Many more.
We love you, too. Of course, the girls locally, Channel 5, early in the morning before Lori Stokes and Rosanna Scotto. That's Suki Sukanya and Jen Lormers on Fox 5 New York.
Very sweet.
You know, we do have another open, which is funny because Lisa Lampanelli is going to join us momentarily. She's in the other open. We didn't play that one. Do want to send a couple of shout-outs to folks that are on this show every week that we may not hear from today. Folks like Arthur Idala on every Friday, Joe Tacopina on every couple of weeks, if not weekly now, Anthony Scaramucci, Rich Lowry, all these folks that are on the show every week that have made the show a huge success. But when you talk about the best comedians in the world, you got to start with Lisa Lampanelli. Lisa has been great to us from the very, very beginning, had that great Broadway show we went to see. She's been hilarious on this show many, many, many times, become a good friend. And, you know, when you think about the fact that even a guy like Howard Stern loves to have Lisa on, and Lisa publicly says that this is the one show she thinks is even better than the Howard Stern show. That's all you need to know.
That's high praise.
And that's why she's been invited on the 1 year anniversary show just for that comment. So here she is. That not true?
I'm just hoping none of Howard's fans are listening and thinks that's true. I mean, you could. How about this? Okay, here's. How about I say this? Excluding. Okay, you are my favorite terrestrial radio show. How is that?
We'll take it.
We'll take that.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There you go. I mean, my dear apologies to any other radio show that's listening at this time. You know I don't mean it.
Screw them. Screw them all.
No, but I do love you guys. And you want to know what's so funny about it? I had my alarm set for 6 a.m. because I was like, you know what? I'm going to really nail it with Sid and Bernie, even though I'm not a comic anymore. I can go on there and just be witty and charming and delightful. And then I fell back asleep. Guess what happened? I had a nightmare about you guys. I'm not even kidding. You were doing the show from some ramshackle place. You were both sitting on the floor, and you were playing a huge package to introduce me that was only about Amy Schumer. It was, I'm not lying. I literally just woke up at 8 a.m. and went, I freaking hate those guys so much.
Yeah. Oh, she is funny.
I love her. That's the thing. Maybe that's why she was in the dream, because I'm obsessed with her. And I'm like, oh, my God, but they love her more than me. So
No. In fact, you know, it's funny. You would mention her because I was laying in bed with Danielle last night watching Vanderpump Rules. That's a whole other story. And she showed me a picture of a very pregnant Amy Schumer, yes. and it was gross. Sorry.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. Pregnant women across the board are disgusting. Come on.
Right.
I mean, I hate when they say
not right.
They're glowing. They're guess what? You're just a large person. Stop it. And you know what else? I will say, I'm not going to be too bold on the air and say anything that'll get me banned, but I will say that the nether region is never quite the same.
It's true.
Nobody wants to go there for a visit.
I mean,
much
that's
less
not true.
A vacation.
That is not true, Lisa Lampanelli. But let me ask you this question: have you gone a full lesbian yet? We've talked about this before.
No. Guess what happened? I, as you know, 7 years or so celibate. Guess what happened? I don't know. I didn't, go on a full date or nothing. But I find I'm a little more, now that I'm not doing comedy, a little more interested in the opposite sex. Like I'll be out and about and I'll see a guy and I'll go, you know what? Maybe that flower's going to bloom someday after all.
Nah.
Wow.
Well, maybe. Let's hope so. We love you. You're lovely. You're brilliant. You're smart. You're funny. And you're all those things. You know, we were talking to...
genius. Yeah.
You are. So Anthony Cumia is a good buddy of ours from the Opie and Anthony show. You probably like them. You like them more than us, too. And
no, I don't.
Okay. Well, he does a really good Dice, and he was saying that Andrew Dice Clay is no longer Dice Man. Now he's the nice man because of all this. Right. So even
a nice man.
Right. So even Dice has followed you in this new politically correct era of comedians who stop doing stand-up and stop talking badly about people.
Well, no, here's the thing. I retired from stand-up because I wanted to do something else. I wanted to, help humanity, help make these yentas feel better about themselves by coaching them. But, Dice just changed his persona, which is fine. You get to do what you want. But you know what? If I was still doing stand-up, I'd still be calling everybody the C word and this word and the other. Of course. So I didn't change who I was as a human. I kind of was just like, I need a different venue in which to have a life purpose. So, you know what? Hey, put it this way. The day I go broke, you may see me flying into the nice gal. Who knows?
Oh, yes.
You still have
No. I think everything's going well. Everything took off. Thanks for asking. I'm really appreciative.
Are you still on Broadway or doing that show?
No.
No, actually, what we're doing is we tour a storytelling show that is selling really well. I'm doing one in. May I do one shameless plug for my consumer dream nightmare that I just had to have? April 11th at the Ridgefield Playhouse, I'm doing a show called Fat Chance, which is me and a bunch of people talking about their big fat asses and how we lost them, and it's funny and lovable and heartfelt and might bring a tear to your eye or even your nether regions if you're, if they still work.
Well, this is what you have. Of course they still work. Are you nuts? This is what you've devoted your life to, Lisa. You decided to become a life coach and help people because you went through so much, on a serious note, emotionally, losing all the weight, and you decided to do that. So while we have that subject on the line here, how are you doing with that?
Oh, good. Thank God. Listen, today is my weigh-in day. This is what pisses me off. I, even after losing 107 pounds, have to get on a scale once a week and keep myself in check because, you know what, emotional eating, it'll get me where I'm back to where I was. Yeah. And nobody wants to be, sort of taking a huge step backwards. So thank God, we'll keep the weight off, helping other people do it. I had a workshop this weekend that was so good, everybody about making changes in their life. And by the time you leave, believe it or not, even the hardcore Lisa Lampanelli was like, you know what, there's hope for these people. People can move forward. I mean, if you ever want to abandon your horrible radio partner of 1 year, you may say to yourself...
That's what I was waiting for. I was going to say she's being too nice.
I know, it was too nice for a minute. I got to throw in a little bit of something. No, it's like if you ever want to get rid of Jill, I've always said, I could see them doing better.
We've been thinking about that.
Great.
I joke, of course. I love Jill because she's the one who harassed me into not just calling in and doing a plug little recording. I freaking got to come on live.
Well, because you're hilarious.
Because I'm your friend, too. I really love you guys. You really, really have been good to me. And you know what I'm a little bit confused, though? You say 1 year anniversary. Didn't I meet you before that?
Yes. No, we did the midday show for 2 years.
Oh, okay. So this is the 1 year anniversary of the real show.
Correct.
That is
the
right.
real show. Now, are you any closer, Lisa, to admitting publicly that when Dana Carvey and you had anal sex that you were not expecting that?
Dana Carvey, with him, I was looking for it.
Oh, God.
With him, it was like, hey, Dana, put it there, that kind of thing. But when it was Steve Martin, it was not consensual. It's hilarious. Oh, my God. If I'd only had the opportunity to meet Dana Carvey, I would have probably stuck something in there.
Oh, my God. Hey, these legends, they don't respect me enough to even meet me. So, you know what? Well, no,
Dana, if you're listening, this can be for you.
You are funnier than those guys. Believe me when I tell you, you're head and shoulders funnier than they are. But let me ask, do you still have this short purple hair with the glasses and all? You still look like Rachel Maddow's mother.
Listen, let me tell you, grandmother, how dare you? No, it's blue. It's blue. Very lovely. As you know, I've told you, it looks like Justin Bieber and Marge Simpson had a kid. And I will tell you, I don't know what's going on. Maybe because the down below might be opening its flames at some point. Wait, no. Flames, I said.
Oh,
which, believe me, it's grown a little longer.
Good.
Something's going on. And I actually did, okay, you're going to laugh. I'm not doing the show Dancing with the Stars, but I'm doing a little dance competition for a charity that's very close to my heart in Connecticut, where I have to do a very feminine dance, and I'm like even wearing a dress.
Oh, wow.
And
Look
like
at
I'm
this.
being a girl, I bought a wig. There's something going on, guys.
There is.
Yeah. So you know what I think it is? It's stepping back from stuff I didn't want to do anymore, and now I'm getting a chance to be myself.
Awesome.
So last night, I'm like, instead of sitting here looking at softball bats and stuff, I'm actually looking at wigs and dresses. There's something going on with
Look at you.
I love it.
You're going to be putting on lipstick and stuff.
Soon.
Oh, disgusting. How dare you? No,
Don't get crazy.
Listen, if anybody wants to see Lisa Lampanelli dance, they can come. The day before Mother's Day, I'm doing a thing called Dancing with Our Stars for the Center for Family Justice that helps women victims of domestic violence. Go online and find a ticket to that and see me dance like freaking. It's like you're watching Julianne Hough and Derek Hough in one, which basically they are the same person.
Look at this. What a great cause. And one more time, Lisa, on the way out, for the people who want to see that show coming up, when is it? Where is it? One more time.
Yeah, it's called Fat Chance at the Ridgefield Playhouse in Ridgefield, Connecticut. It is at ridgefieldplayhouse.org. And real quick, to book some workshops with me or life coaching or group coaching, go to lisalampanelli.com. And you know what? I'm very grateful you guys called me, and I'll tell you why. Because it's good to know I still got buddies in radio that stand behind me despite abandoning Lisa Lampanelli, Queen of Mean.
Well, we love you. Thank you for all the laughs. Thank you for your loyalty and friendship. It means a lot to us, seriously. So continued success, and Bernie and Sid love you. Thank you, Lisa.
We
I
do.
love you. Happy anniversary.
Thank you,
very much,
sweetheart.
Lisa.
The great Lisa Lampanelli.